for the life of me, I cannot seem to get warm. So I was thinking I'm going to pack up and bail out of here. I don't know if you could tell on the camera, but I'm shivering something fierce here. Look at that breath. I think it's close to -20. Feels like it. It really does. You know the drill. When all my other video ideas fail, it's time for another stealth camping overnighter on my electric skateboard. Except this time, as you've probably guessed, it is pretty damn cold outside. Not cold enough that I need that mask on while I'm standing still, but while I'm riding, oh boy does that wind chill get you. Anyways, that's enough yapping for now. Let's get down to our little stealth camp spot. Well, for an all-terrain board, it certainly doesn't do all-terrain very well, especially snow. If it's anything more than super dense packed snow like what's over here on the trail, it just it doesn't like it. Well, there we go. The transition into the wooded area is far less noticeable in these conditions. And it looks like an ATV or something has been right through here or something. This is a lot more open and passable than last time I was through here anyways. Yeah, like, look at this. Got some really thick tires. I don't know if an ATV would fit through here. But you see what I mean? Like, it's got the super thick tires, but they're really, really close together. I don't know what to make of it. I feel like I've been carrying my skateboard more than I've been riding it. Okay. I think we've found our spot. I just gotta figure out where exactly I'm gonna set up. I could cowboy camp tonight and not have anything over my head. Alright, so I've got this tree and this tree, and I think that's where I'm going to string my ridgeline up in between. So it's -9 right now. It's supposed to get as low as -14, but it's going to be really weird. The coldest part of tonight is going to be about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock p.m. And then from there, over the course of the night, it's actually supposed to warm up slowly over the course of the night. If I can get through the initial hours of the night, then we're going to be golden. Not very taut. I think I got to tighten it up a little bit. I'm just going to go for a basic A-frame hang, I think. I made a video going over everything that's in this -20 backpacking kit. Not much has changed since then, so I'd recommend going to check it out and get a more in-depth look at what's in here. For now, we've got this blue tarp is my ground sheet. This wool blanket serves as a sit surface and also an additional layer in my sleep system. And then we've got my green camel tarp all wrapped up in there to protect it. There we go. There's the rough lay of the tarp with the neat little trick I learned with wooden toggles to keep it perfectly aligned with the middle and also stop it from collapsing inward. So we're stretched as taut as we can. Another toggle on that side. I'm going to stake out all 4 corners, and that's basically it. Lay out my ground sheet, inflate my sleeping pad, and get out my my sleeping bag and beat that and let it loft up so it's nice and good to go for tonight. So for winter time, by Boundless Voyage, I've got these titanium nail type stakes. Yeah, So when the ground's frozen, these should go in a lot easier. Well, it's not my best work, but it'll do. It's not perfectly taut, but you know, it's only supposed to be for camouflage. Nice and low, it'll do the job. So at the end of the night, I'll just slide my ground sheet and stuff in here, and yeah, pretty low hanging, but keeps me out of sight. It's mostly duct tape at this point. That's better. Sleeping pad, good old climate statically insulated that I've had for years. There we go. I don't know if it actually does anything, but I always beat the crap out of the sleeping bag and kind of work some fluff back into it. In addition to that sleeping bag and the wool blanket that I'm currently sitting on, I've also got this Sea to Summit Thermalite reactor, which is good for another, oh, I don't know, 5 degrees comfort warmth. Yeah, it's a 3-layer setup. It's a pain in the ass to get in and out of, but like I said, it's going to get down to minus 14 degrees Celsius tonight, so this is really pushing deep into what this current setup is good for. I don't know if you saw my recent post on my YouTube channel here, but going forward for this channel, I'm pretty much just going to focus on the electric rideable side of things. So, you know, stealth camping with my electric skateboard, backpacking with it, pretty much anything that's portable and is electric and moves you around, I'm interested in and seeing what it can do for exploring. And as part of that, I actually just ordered a new e-bike to get back into e-bike bikepacking content. So I'll have some more about that in the near future. Well, for dinner, we're keeping it pretty simple. Just a couple packets of oatmeal, and I got a couple Cliff Bars I'm going to chow down on too. So I'm too cold and lazy to want to do anything more complex than that. So I'm going to get my alcohol stove set up here and just boil a little bit of water. All right. Uh-oh, my cap froze to my water. I just gotta eyeball it because I don't know how much water I need. That should be good for 2 packets, yeah. This is our bottle of alcohol fuel. And our stove. Down there. Fuel in there. I don't think I need a full one because the amount of water I'm dealing with here isn't that much. Keep that well away from the fire. Use the ferro rod to light that up. There we go. And we'll put this very gently on top. Too big of a pot really for such a tiny alcohol stove, but that's why I use the lid underneath, both to provide a stable platform for the stove to set on, but also helps me align the pot on top. In the morning, I got some things to do with this electric skateboard. Number one, I thought I remember reading in the instruction manual for it that the ESC will not run the motors if the temperature is below 0. And on top of that, dragging it up the path there into this area, a bunch of snow got packed into the motor covers and the wheels don't want to rotate. So I'll probably have to clear that out and figure out why they don't want to spin at all. Yeah, pretty straightforward little stealth camp here. Just gonna eat some food, make sure I got a full belly. I'm very cold right now. I'm starting to develop a chill. I've got all my layers on. I I don't even know what temperature it is. But first, my water's boiling, so we're gonna take that off and get food set up. Unfortunately, when it comes to alcohol stoves, unless you have the little cap that goes on top, you have to just let them burn out, which is why I didn't want to fill it up all the way. I'm gonna try something. So I've got the 2 things of oatmeal, but I've also got some hot chocolate. I'm gonna put that in there. That's why I put a little bit more water in there. I wanna see how that goes. And the hot chocolate. Oh, I'm sure I'm not the first person to ever do this. So if there's a name for this, let me know. I'll get that all mixed around in there. Move this up onto my wool blanket so that it doesn't chill out on the ground. All right, I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. And I got myself hopefully something delicious. It says it's only -9, but it feels colder than that. Let's see how we're doing here. I want to eat this before it gets cold, so. All right, taste test of my hot chocolate oatmeal. Chocolatey. Yeah, it's probably a little bit lighter on the GoPro than what it actually is. Actually, you could probably tell because it's a little bit fuzzier as it tries to boost the brightness a little bit. But yeah, we're losing light. It's closing in on 6 o'clock, and you know, it gets dark early. And I'm gonna finish tidying up from my my meal here, and then I'm gonna crawl into bed and basically hibernate for the night. All right, I'm getting pretty cold, so it is time to migrate into my sleeping setup here. There we go. I got my sleep system all set up behind me here. Can't really see it because it's too dark, but yeah, I'm pretty cold. So I changed my socks into something dry, de-layered into just the one coat, and I'm gonna get myself all wrapped up in there and basically not come out until the morning, or if I have to bail. All right, well, that's it for now. I guess I'll catch you guys in the morning. So I've been lying here inside of my sleeping bag cocoon, and for the life of me, I cannot seem to get warm. And yeah, it's not even at its coldest point yet. So I was thinking I'm going to pack up and bail out of here, which will be interesting because I've never actually had to pack up and bail out in the dark before. So I'm going to use this as practice. I don't know if you could tell on the camera, but I'm shivering something fierce here. So I think that's the plan. I'm going to dig out my headlamp and start packing her in. It's pitch black out here, so this should be interesting. I'm not very far from the path, so I'm not worried about getting lost. It's a pretty small wooded area, and I got a compass, and I know I need to head east. So, okay. Oh, let's do this. Oh yeah, too cold. Oh, look at the breath coming out of me. Yeah, I don't know why this gear didn't get me down as cold as I was expecting, but it did not suffice. And I think while the getting's good, it's wise to start moving around, generating some body heat. Oh, get this all packed up. I'm shivering right now, but now that I'm moving around, I should start generating some body heat. Oh, especially getting my sleeping bag back into the stuff sack and stuff like that. Oh, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. All right, let's do this. I gotta put the camera away. It's so cold that the batteries for the GoPro are not lasting all that long. So I'll catch up with you guys once this is all packed up. Oh boy, too frosty. Yeah, you know what? I think it's a lot colder than what the weather was saying, so I'm being completely honest. It feels colder than -10, -11, whatever it actually is. Like, look at that breath. I think it's close to -20. Feels like it. It really does. coyotes are going nuts. It's gonna make a lot of noise on my way out of here, which should be easy enough to do. We are all packed up. Now I need to very, very carefully make my way out to the trail and get back to the entrance to this this area. Gotta go that way. It only took a bit of bushwhacking, but managed to get back to the trail. Okay, from here we're good. Holy balls. And then I gotta figure out if I can get this thing running again. Okay, I think I mostly got the ice out of the wheels here. They're spinning somewhat freely. That's the shoe test. Turn it on. First I gotta swap over to the other battery. Alright. Disconnect from you. Connect to you. Turn on. Now will you cooperate? That's the question. Okay, so this has been chilling out here for hours. Presumably it is below zero and it still works, so good to know. I can't see very well far ahead of me, but board's working great despite being, I don't know, like minus 10 degrees, including the batteries. So we successfully got out to the trail, and I guess I'll call it here. So we had to bail out on this one, but it was good practice. I've never had to bail out in the night before. All right, catch you in the next one.